So I am in an incredible amount of pain. I am currently in the process of passing 2 kidney stones. So to distract myself, I need to ramble for a good, I don't know, 5 to 7 minutes about tiny army men. I know! My cat is also very upset about this. She's currently showing me her belly, and it is taking every ounce of self-control not to touch it. So, as I said, I need to talk about tiny army men, and where better to start than the very first model I ever did. Oh, look at him. Look. Oh, he's very blurry. Oh, but there he is. Oh. He is part of the army of Steves. So, I started with Neckrons. It was the first box that I ever bought from just a random shop. Well, it wasn't a random shop, it was a Games Workshop store. But you know what I mean. It was just a box of warriors. They're all in here. That's kind of what started it all. For better or for worse, I suppose. Depends on who you ask. I love this paint scheme that I did with the just... Wow, it's not focusing at all, is it? What's that? Oh, so guys. I think this is... Oh, God, the smell of plastic glue in the morning. I say morning, it's like 10:30 at night. Can we... Do I have to do the whole, like... Is my, like, eyeliner? No? We're not gonna focus on the little lad? What if I do this? What if I poke? Boop. No? No. I also think this will be neat. So in a year, you can see how my degeneracy has further fallen into chaos. So, God, I've also got so many that I never finished. Look at this. Look how cool he could be if I ever bothered to finish. I never even started painting the Tomb Blades. That was just a lost cause. There was too many fiddly bits. I'm so proud of this spider, though. I also gave him a neat base that it's broken off of. Just climbing. I loved this. This looks so cool. And then one of my wraiths is actually in the repair box back downstairs. And after I have a good total probably 3,000 points of Neckrons. And then after I did that, I moved on. Space Marines. Specifically Blood Angels. This is Terrence. Everybody say hello to Terrence. Terrence is actually currently broken as well. Warning, if you have cats, they will jump on your shelves, and they will knock over your models, and you will be very sad about it. So keep that in mind. Cats are great. This is my small box of Blood Angels. I never really did a whole lot. I think barely 1,000 points. This is Wilbur, the Whirlwind. It was my first time doing Hazard Stripes. Look how cool it is. I did okay with it. This is the first Marine. This was my test paint scheme guy, and he actually turned out really good. And that's when I decided to do Blood Angels. Here's my Dante a la Celestine wings, like everyone does. Good old Mephiston, whatever. I kind of want to redo his cape. Oh, I could do better. And then something I really liked was I did my Death Company Marines in white, and I sprayed them with blood because I thought it would be a cool concept that when you start in the Death Company, your armor starts out more white, and then the longer you've been in, it turns red. That's kind of dope, right? Like, Blood Angels. I just realised these are all jump pack. They've all got jump packs. Why? Why did I do that? I don't know. I never played. I played a lot with the Neckrons. I never played a lot with these. These was... I don't really know where I started these. I just thought vampires are cool, so I should do that. Then I just got like random guys. Some Nighthaunt, Soul Blight Grave Lords. There we go. Some random Zinch people. I love how my paint job, and there's one little blemish on the back. It's okay. But I love my paint job for this guy. I love how the blue turned out. I love how everything turned out. I love how the staff turned out. If this wasn't making everything so gosh darn blurry, it would be so cool if it would focus on the staff. These I just do for, like, I don't know, if I'm starting to feel burnt out, I will do a random thing that I have. It actually really does help. If you've been doing a lot of the same paint scheme over and over and over, it does help to kind of do something completely different. So like if I'm working on something like this and I've been doing it for like a month, it just starts to, like, nothing makes sense in my head. So then if I switch to something like this, completely different color scheme, completely different everything, it helps kind of bring it all back. Next, I do really like tanks. So I have two that are technically mine. These are my tanks. This one I've not finished because I decided to add, like, chaos goo, and then a little guy's arm got ripped off on the back here trying to get in. He didn't make it, RIP. More hazard stripe. I really like doing hazard stripes, actually. Like, it's one of my favorite things to do. I unironically love painting hazard stripes. It's so much fun. And then this one, funny story over here, I dropped this. Oh, it's fall off the table. I dropped it and his arm came off. So I was like, you know, it would be kind of cool if he got shelled. So the back is all burnt off here. And he's just got, like, his arm missing. It's kind of cool. And there's blood splatter. Like, behind, you can't see it. But there's blood splatter back here. And it was my first time doing, like, rust on things. You can kind of see. Wow, this is so blurry. I don't understand why we're doing this. I have a lot of fun painting tanks. It is probably one of my favorite things to do. Currently, I am working on Dark Angels because I don't know, I started basing them and it's probably my favorite way to base so far. I'm actually missing one of these little guys. I don't know where he went. Again, probably cat. A cat probably got to him. But I'm working on, I've got some more dudes in the works to be built. I love this. I love how they look. I love this whole forest theme here. Why aren't you based, little bud? What happened to you? Oh no, I didn't finish. Oh no. I love the forest theme. I love how it looks. I love the green. I love the bone. I love all of it. Great. Also, a super easy paint scheme to do. You need like 3 colours and you're good. Also, my personal in the works sisters here. Got a couple random ones. So I've just been practicing with their paint scheme. Also dope. Not much to say about them. Fun to do. These guys kind of suck. The Paragon War suits. Kind of a bitch to build. But in the works. I've got a lot of things that are in the works. You're going to hear that a lot. I'm sure anybody who does this hobby understands. It's in the works. We're working on it, people. More recently, I have Tyranids. I really liked this paint scheme. I did a test paint scheme for someone I was painting Tyranids for. Decided I absolutely loved it. So now I'm doing it. Oops. So I got the Leviathan box. So obviously I've got everything that came in there. Here they are. Look at them in all the glory. And every single tiny one that I'm going to need to paint eventually. And I say eventually because I'm going to do it. Everything here will eventually be fully painted. Eventually. That's not a lie if I say it enough times. And then, as we all know, my most recent purchases. Ta-da! I'm going to be doing Emperor's Children. I love Emperor's Children. I love the lore of Emperor's Children. I've been waiting for them to come out. I do not have Fulgrim yet, so I'm waiting to start them until I get Fulgrim. And probably some Slanesh demons, because I want to do... I want to challenge myself and see if I can paint an entire army in a month. So why I'm doing that, I don't know. But I'm going to try. I want to see if it's possible, because I tested the paint scheme out on somebody else, and I'm not going to show it because surprises are cool. But I think I've got it down. That's actually my personal collection. It's not that much considering everything. I do have, like, behind me here on the ground that you cannot see, I have Astra Militarum. I've got Orcs. I've got Custodes that I'm doing for somebody, but that's on pause. We'll get back to that. But yeah, that is the entirety of my personal collection. I've got some other models downstairs. I've got a Doomstalker. I've got Catan. Is anything else, other big models that I have on here? I've got other random, like, diorama models. It is really hard to ramble when it feels like I'm birthing a child, and I'm not. It really hurts. That's it. I really have nothing else to say, other than I really freaking like how this guy turned out. He's just happy to be invited. He has no idea. No, you're gonna